Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Andre Auram right here on Whenever We Have Time. Today we got time, cuz. And only the real ones gonna relate to this. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Walk these streets with a heavy heart. Broken dreams, what I seen, and it seems I'm already caught. Witness schemes in my team from the very start. Searching for the light, but it's very dark. Walk these streets with a heavy heart.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Now Rivers.
And I'm Rocksteady Letty.
And today we have a very, very special guest with us, Andre Auram. He is an actor, recording artist, and creator of Awakening TV. So please give him a nice welcome.
Super honored to have you, Andre.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, especially on this very special 10th episode of Whenever We Have Time. So, we're doing it.
10 episodes.
Yes.
So just to start us off, and just so that way our fans get to know you a little bit better, and your fans get to know you a little bit better, just give us a quick bio about who you are.
I like to introduce myself as a conscious artist.
The conscious artist.
A conscious artist.
Conscious artist.
And the reason I always use the term conscious, and a hip hop artist at that too, as a musician, is it's a little bit ironic for me because hip hop from its inception has always been a conscious art form. But for me, I find that it's fitting nowadays to kind of put that in front of hip hop so that people understand that that's a specific, style of music and art that I create.
Mm-hmm.
I pride myself on creating stuff that comes kind of from a deep place.
For some of our listeners that may not know exactly what the term consciousness or conscious hip hop, conscious music is, period, can you elaborate a little bit on what that means to you?
Sure. In the words of Jesus, I'm not gonna get too religious here, but in the words of Jesus, he said, in all the world there are but two things. One is truth and the other is falsehood. And the truth are the things that don't change or pass away, and falsehood is an illusion and will pass away. So when I say conscious, I mean that I'm inspired by and I put into my music messages and concepts that deal with the things that never change or pass away. And that's important to me because I feel that, by doing that, I'm aligning myself with those things that are immortal.
This is gonna be here forever. It's gonna be on the internet forever.
It's gonna be on the internet
Forever.
forever.
Ever.
Word.
Ever.
Word.
So it really is kind of like your immortality.
Definitely.
So I really respect that. Thank you for sharing that.
Awesome.
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
The Journey Within.
Yeah.
So this is a documentary that you filmed. Care to share a little bit on that?
Sure. Basically, The Journey Within is a documentary I filmed recently on my trip to Colorado. Just to give some context, basically in my kind of conscious evolution as a human being, I thought it was very important for me to purchase some land. And I want to build like a home that is, debt free, where I can retire early and, do my thing.
So smart.
So I was very fortunate to finally find that property, purchase that property, and I wanted to document that. And so it came together very organically. Like some of the things people will see was our trip to Bakavi, which is a village in the Hopi Reservation.
Mm-hmm.
And we interviewed Akima, who is somebody I've been following for a few years, who speaks a lot about the Hopi legends and the prophecy here in America and what the next chapter will bring. For people that don't know, like those four corner area, the Southwest, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, is not only a home to some very special people and some of the tribes here in America, but it has prophecies around it that it will be a safe place as we move into the new era, into the Aquarian age. So yeah, the documentary is just showing people a little bit about that journey.
That's really awesome.
That's really awesome.
All right, Andre. I was looking on your Instagram because I'm a stalker. No, I'm just playing. But I was checking it out, trying to figure out like who you are and what you really stand for. And I saw a lot of Nipsey Hussle tributes. I just want to know a little bit about your interest in Nipsey Hussle and his music, and what he stood for, and what you're doing with the tribute.
So the way this tribute came together was my brother Authentic called me, and he just felt that it was really imperative that we gave our perspective on Nipsey Hussle and kind of a dedication to what he stood for. He's definitely an influence of ours, and we just felt that, we're connected to kind of his circle through different people that are close to us, and myself being a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, I spent a lot of time, around Crenshaw and Slauson. So we definitely feel connected to him and his message, But we wanted to kind of give a tribute from our perspective, because coming from Southeast LA, we kind of have a little bit of a different twist and a different viewpoint, a vantage point on what Nipsey Hussle represents to the world. So we wanted to do that. We got our crew together, you know, our good peoples that have been supporting us, our day ones. We shot the video, which will be out soon. It's going to be on Latin Beast TV also, promoted through them. So shouts out to them. They're breaking a lot of good content from artists that are from our area. And yeah, you know, we got a little bit of hate from a couple people, but you know, I think what I want the world to know is that we reached out to Nipsey Hussle's inner circle and received their blessing to do our tribute to the good brother. And so I just want the world to know that, you know, because that's what's most important. And so our heart is in the right place. We did the record and the video will be out soon, so I hope it inspires people to keep waving that flag. The marathon continues.
Yeah, and I could see that, man, and the marathon will continue. Is there anything else about the song that you wanted to also talk about?
Just wrapping up about the song, I just, you know, to anybody out there who's going through any type of struggle, people who have kind of gone through the urban plight and the stuff that's happening here in LA County, homelessness, you know, drugs, death, disease, all these issues that we're seeing. I know it's not something that a lot of people like to talk about, but for me, these are the things that I feel are most important for me to discuss in my music, you know. And what I found is that there's a reason sometimes people will be like, oh, well, you know, if you want to be popular, you got to talk about this, this, and this. But I've found, being around some, you know, successful artists, more successful than myself, that a lot of times the reason why they don't speak about these things is because sometimes they're afraid to talk about these particular topics, you know? So that's why I see myself as an artist, is like somebody who walks with the people and amplifies the message that's going to help the people in the community. And growing up in Norwalk, you know, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of gangs, there's a lot of drugs, a lot of people who have those types of stories. So I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I put that out there, and it was very important to me. The video will be out soon, so I hope people can check that out. And I just want people to, you know, just continue to check out Awakening TV and the conscious stuff that I do. The Journey Within documentary, the Nipsey Hussle tribute, which will be out soon on Latin Beast TV, and shouts out to them too. So yeah, you know.
And we'll have all those links available for you as the episode goes, so that people can click and they can have an easier access to all your projects as well.
Andre, you know, you made it through all the tough questions. You made it through Groundhog's Day. So, you know, we really appreciate it. Is there any final words that you want to give out to your audience, our audience? This is your time.
I guess, you know, in conclusion, I just want to encourage everybody to put love first in their life. You know, don't be so caught up with the trends and the things that pass away, the things that are changing. You know, say peace and love to everybody around the world. So thank you guys for having me, and to every other artist that's out there that's following their, you know, their heart. I really commend them as well, and just want to send them a shout out too.
Sweet, man. Thank you so much, Andre, again, for coming out, man.
This is
a pleasure, and you know, good luck on all your future endeavors and everything that you're going to be doing in your life. I feel like you're going to be doing some really big things. So
Thank you.
I'm really happy for you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and just, you know, I have to say it, as somebody who's entering motherhood, it doesn't leave my mind, or it worries me, like the future generations. You're definitely paving the way for some beautiful people with beautiful messages. So it lets me feel, rest assured, that it looks like a bright future. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Again, this is Andre Auram. Check him out on the links provided below. I'm Rocksteady Letty.
I'm Now Rivers, and thank you again for tuning in to our 10th episode of Whenever We Have Time.
Yay!
And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in.
That is a wrap.
Beautiful. Conscious rap's actually been some of my favorite music.